back to the MANvFAT Wales YouTube channel. I'm joined by two of the boys of BISNO, Mr. Pete Biggins from the Six and Mr. Grant Morgan from everywhere else.
I just sort of play everywhere.
What's your position by trade? Preferred position?
My preferred is probably centre back, but we've got too many defenders really. So,
so you can have a wander.
Yeah.
First time you and I are in this room together, and the first time you've ever been in this room. So plenty for us to discuss. Just at the top, I've got a few questions in front of me here, but just at the top, we're going to do a quick fire round later. But of the team, the BISNO boys, who would you say is the biggest bitch?
I think that's quite clear. Yeah, it's got to be Sean.
It's got to be Sean. Sean?
Yeah, sure, 100%.
We'll revisit the quick fires later, but let's talk about you boys. So we've just played the final game of the league campaign.
Yep.
It was against my team, Hefty Shades of Grey. A good game.
Always a pleasure.
A good game. We were buzzing. But it was your boys' game, cinching the Scales title to go with the other 3 titles that you've won this season.
Most important title.
Indeed. So tell us about this season. How's it gone?
Far away, Pete.
It's been good. I mean, I think I've improved a bit as a keeper. Done all right.
Made a cracking save.
Thank you. I've been only turned into a keeper like a year or so ago when I busted my ankle. Volunteered to go in one night because it was feeling dodgy, and never was allowed out.
Never allowed
and
out.
Ever since I've been having a goalie shirt, and that was it. So, but yeah, it's been a good season. We've got a good bunch of lads. We look after each other, encourage each other. The odd weekly red ass, which we haven't done for a couple of weeks, I think, because we've mellowed towards the end of the season.
Good.
Yeah.
But the red ass has been
a bit more relaxed, hasn't it, towards the end? Definitely.
Grant really likes the red ass.
I do.
If it works, it works, right?
Yeah.
It does work, mate.
If it works, it works. You've got a bit of a history with playing in Orange. I'm not sure you've been on another team. Am I right?
So I had 2 seasons with Orange.
Of course, Scoffenheim.
And then 2 with the mighty Biscoffenheim.
I'm not sure I've had a season, 2 seasons in a row in the same colour.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. Let's talk about season goals. Obviously, you would have been in Which Amper before and discussed goals. Over the time that you've been there with us, have those goals altered or changed at all?
Yeah, they've definitely altered. So I hit my 20%, got down to 95 kg, and then my plan was to get to under 90 in the next season, but lost a lot of motivation.
Right.
Put on quite a bit. Went back up to about 108.
Okay, from 90?
Yeah. No, from 95.
From 95.
But my goal was to get to 90.
Okay.
So I kind of went completely in the opposite direction. But since being back at BISNO, it's coming back down nicely.
Is 95 back in sights again?
It's back in sights. Obviously, I had a cheeky little holiday last week.
Holiday,
and had takeaway pretty much every night. But when you're on holiday, enjoy yourself.
Where'd you go?
Breentown, stayed in a lodge for my mum's 60th. It's very
love
nice.
going to Breen.
But you're still down this week?
I was down this week, so I was down 1.6 this week, 1.5.
All I remember is it was less than scad.
It was less than scad. Yes, it was.
Let that go on record. Pete, what's your current goal? What's your current stake in the sand?
Well, I'm a bit like Grant really. I got down to my 10% last season and really wanted to just crack on and get it to 15, but just sort of a lot going on outside of it and stuff, and life, and kind of fluctuated a bit. But I tried to sort of get a bit more consistent, and I had a good couple of losses the last couple of weeks, and got back to just below where I was at the start of the season. So just ready to kick on now, and I've just been enjoying getting better as a keeper, playing with these lot, and just trying to keep playing as much as I can and aim for 15% again as soon as I can now. Just got back on track now, just keep it going. A bit like Grant.
It's a fantastic bunch of boys that you've got in BISNO, all of which I think were present tonight, weren't they? Which is rare to see 100.
Matty was injured, but
still
here. He busted his ankle
yesterday. and the largest number of BMI bosses, I would be very surprised ever in the history of MANvFAT in one team. Is that 4 with a +1 tonight?
Yeah,
it's 4. Yeah.
Big up to Wes, well done.
Yeah. I mean, it was quite special because he came in, and I think you all, everyone I'd spoken to on the Orange team knew, but he walked in and he knew as well.
Yeah.
And it was just that he was just dead chuffed to get to that goal, and I love seeing stuff like that.
Forward.
We're going to get to the quickfires, but is there anyone on your team that's had a particularly good season, or any achievements you'd particularly like to tout from?
Ash has had a fantastic season goal scoring wise.
Yeah. To be fair, Sean,
Yeah.
no matter how bad his knees are,
Always.
that
Gets one, doesn't he?
Yeah.
and even though he's a bitch, he always manages to find the back of the net.
He's a bitch with twinkle toes, isn't he?
Literally.
Got an eye for goal.
He has.
And I find he's always limping
Yeah.
until he receives the ball.
Yeah.
It cures him.
False sense of
It's
security.
like- yeah,
It's
it
long
literally
everyone
is.
in thinking, it's alright, we've got to mark him, he can't even walk. And then bang.
Very good. The screen's froze, so I'm going to pull it up, so I've got my questions up. And I might be able to, if there's anything I haven't... They used to ask this to everybody, but I've stopped. What is your favourite food?
Ooh.
Kebab pizza.
Tell me about that.
Pizza with doner meat on.
Okay, just to see
Dipped
what
in
it's
garlic
like, yeah.
sauce.
Sounds interesting.
Literally, it is my guilty pleasure, mate.
Where does one acquire a doner kebab pizza?
Grill and Bake do an absolutely fantastic doner meat pizza.
Grill and Bake want to sponsor MANvFAT.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Bad
there.
idea, don't get in touch.
No, please do.
Pete?
Any sort of Italian food, pasta, and a damn good roast dinner.
A damn good roast dinner.
Damn good roast dinner.
Don't put a bad one in front of you.
No, had one of those recently. Never again.
Okay, so I'm going to fire through these questions now from top to bottom, and I want you to answer with a member of your team. They're not exactly quick fire. If we
Okay.
want to talk about it, we can. But
Okay.
who on your team is the most competitive?
Grant.
Yeah, I'd probably say that.
Although I think I yell at people the most.
You've got a loud voice.
Yeah, I feel like when
No,
I'm
no,
not
I mean,
yelling,
no. Yeah.
you sort of take my place.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on the sideline, you pick it
Yeah.
up.
I'm
And I like that though.
Just trying to direct everybody because I can see the whole picture.
It's a good trait for a keeper.
It is a very good trait.
Who's the biggest nerd?
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know. Probably.
You've
me.
got.
yeah, I was gonna say, I
Probably
think
me.
that might be you.
Probably me. Teacher, innit?
Yeah.
Geek.
You've got Stan.
Yeah, that's true. He's also a teacher.
Who's
Yeah,
the
he's
biggest?
also Stan.
Probably both of us.
Both of you. Who's the biggest bitch?
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
you
Who's
should-
the
you should
most-
be here, he's bitched out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the most driven?
Well, I'd say Mikey or Wes.
Yeah.
Both.
I think I've got to
Very
go with
skinny
that.
bit.
Like on it. Like even Mikey went on a stag do Benidorm last week, and he still came down nearly a kilo down today.
Yeah. And he's BMI.
Yeah. And the others who went with him were like way up.
I've seen the stats. The boys that went with him, not the kilo that Mikey
I
was.
bet.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, Bradders, have a word with yourself, mate.
They
Who-
must have eaten the food that Mikey left, I think.
Yeah, Possibly,
100%.
possibly. He's a bad influence. Skinny people are though.
They
They're
finished his
new
kebabs.
foods. Who would you theorise spends the longest in the shower?
Spends the longest in the shower.
Tommy.
That's a given, actually, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, I don't know. I
I
don't
was
know.
putting that out. He's always pristine.
Yeah, but Dario with his slick
Oh,
hair.
and he's Italian.
Another good
Yeah,
shout.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
But I
always
feel
looks-
like he
always
ain't got
looks like
time
he's-
to eat because he's always eating bloody Italian food.
True. But he did turn up looking a bit like Danny from Greece today.
5%
With the
Dario
slick
today.
hair, just a little bit there. Little-
Good week to sit with you, boys, with all your milestones and
Fantastic.
and
week this
plaudits
week, yeah.
today. Who spends the most on kit? This is the John Lewis question.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I think it's me.
It probably must be, yeah.
Yeah. I go through boots more than I do football tops, I
I
think.
think I probably need to invest in some boots. When that challenge, well, it wasn't really a challenge, but I got my toes stood on today. It's actually bled through the boots. Not,
Yeah,
not
I
because
know,
it was
good
much
thing.
blood, but because the boots
I was-
just very worn.
Quite often take my boot off and see a bit of blood on the sock, but
Yeah.
never through the boots.
No, through the boot. It's not been
That's-
great.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that might be time to get some new ones. Just maybe.
Who runs the most?
Wes.
Wes or Mikey?
Yeah, but I think Mikey is more like he can be quite calm on the
Yeah.
ball and he'll slow the game down a little
Yeah.
bit. I feel like Wes
is a bit
just
like health
he
and
just
that.
goes, mate,
Tunnel
and he
vision.
just doesn't stop. And you can see like he starts to give himself a bit of a stitch and you're just like run through it and he does. every time.
Who is the BISNO goal scorer?
Ash.
Yeah, Ash and Sean.
Yeah.
Has Ash got more than Sean?
No,
Yeah.
he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean took a few weeks out, didn't he?
Ash is
to
like
let his knee rest.
And Ash like third in the whole overall. And
He's definitely climbed up.
He's
there.
up. He's up. Must be up in the top 5 at least.
Who is the funniest?
Grant.
Who's the funniest apart from Grant?
Mainly, right, because when we were playing the other week and Grant wasn't playing, we had the live game on camera, and Grant was there, very near the commentary, and all you could hear was Grant. When I watched it back later on, all you could hear was Grant's, like, we call it sideline commentary, over the top of it, giving everybody shit.
Valuable input.
Yeah.
Valuable input.
Pushing you boys
Would
on.
you agree with that?
I think John's quite funny.
John,
He is, yeah.
I love John so much.
Yeah, it's just like he's so nice, but like sometimes he just throws a little joke in there. I'm just like, come on, mate. I love him.
He came off the pitch training on Wednesday for Corrie's Vets. I had no idea he played for Corrie's Vets, and it was just such a I was just so happy in that moment. And, like, you go from being overweight and not able to do these things. Not that John was ever particularly overweight, but now I go back to playing football. It's just I just love shit like that, and I was bursting when I saw him. Blah, blah. Dark horse. Who's the dark horse of the team?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Stan.
Yes.
Because even though he hasn't like had the amazing season, he has weight-wise lost every week. He's been down every single week.
Well, yeah, he's got to be up there with.
You say he's not had an amazing season.
Like goal scoring wise or anything like that.
Oh, right, on the
but scales wise,
on the scales, he's been so unsteady.
But he's been very quiet about it as well.
Yeah, he doesn't. You won't find him talking about it.
Yeah, like he's lost every single week this season, which is brilliant.
I think it's something like 9.5% he's lost.
Yeah,
he did say he was close.
He's close to his 10. Yeah.
Really, really close. This isn't updated from today, so we'll find this out later. But yeah, the second most in the league, I think, by all accounts. Who is on that note, who is the biggest loser?
I don't know, in terms of total
weight this season.
I mean, where's this guy's BMI? But I don't know.
Yeah, but that's over 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You got a team full of
I've got a feeling it could be Birdie, you know.
It could be Birdie. He's had a few big losses lately. He lost 2.6, and he's injured. He lost 2.6 this week.
A cheeky quadruple to finish the season off. What would your hopes be for the next season?
Another one?
That'll be something, wouldn't it?
It would, but I think
have
as
you
long
got
as
enough
we
space
can go
for
in,
another 4?
probably not. My missus definitely won't be too happy about it. I've already got a drawer full of them at the moment, but yeah, I don't think she'll be too pleased.
I just want to hit more weight.
Yeah, I think that's for me. I think
the
next season I want to concentrate on the scales for me.
Yeah.
I need to get back on it. I need to motivate myself.
They were both the same. We've got back on track now, where we should be. And
we just need to knuckle down and keep going.
For me, that's the most important league anyway. Doesn't matter really who scores the most goals and who wins the league on the pitch. It's nice to win, but winning the scales leagues are the most important.
100%.
It's been an absolute pleasure this evening, right from the game that we just played together outside to sitting down with me here. I've got a new seat. Don't think I'll sit in it again, but
why not?
It was nice. It's not as comfy as there, man. I'm sat right on the beam.
It is comfy, yeah.
The beam is running right through the middle of me, and it's not a pleasant feeling.
You don't normally complain about that.
No. Well, it's not normally in this position.
It is comfy. I can see why you say it.
Thank you so much for joining me. Just before we finish off, one final question: who's the biggest bitch?
Sean.
Sure.
100%.
Thanks for watching.
Ground.